In this tutorial, we are going to create this shirt. I'm taking you step by step for absolute beginners. In fact, this is a recreation of this design you can see on the screen here. I received this order from one of my faithful clients, and she wanted me to recreate this design for her, and I thought of taking you along with me. So we are going to create this in 3 measure steps, nothing complicated. We're going to start behind here. We're going to create, you can see this shirt is an oversized, so we're going to create one piece for the back, one piece for the back, and we're going to proceed in creating 2 pieces for the front, two separate identical pieces for the front. So you can see here at the side, you can see that there was some trying, we did some sewing here, yes, and you can see it is a V-neck. And yes, we are going to shape the collar. You can see we're going to give it a beautiful definition, just so you can see here. And next, we're going to go ahead and just create our sleeves and insert our buttons. And that'll be that. Nothing complicated. I'll be taking you step by step for absolute beginners. Now, Shalom Crocheters, welcome to my channel, ZOE CROCHETR. And I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you for liking and sharing. God bless you. And I want to say a big thank you to all of my members. Thank you so much for your monthly support. God bless you. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, ZOE CROCHETR. Now, without further ado, get set all your materials and let's get started. Commit your work to the Lord and your plans shall be established. Proverbs 16 verse 3. Okay, we're going to begin, and these are the materials we're going to need. The main materials we're going to need a scissors, we're going to need a stitch markers, our darning needle, our measuring tape, very important, and this is my yarn. It is a 3-ply yarn, okay, and I used a total of 280 grams of yarn. I'm going to make this dress using the mesh stitch, and I'm going to be inserting all of the various measurements as we go on, okay, and I'll be working with the 3mm size hook. So we're going to go ahead and create our slip knot, and you're going to go ahead and create any odd number. Let's just be an odd number, okay, and you'll be good with that. I'll just make a demonstration, okay, but for my project I did a total length of 203 chains. 203. For this project we're going to chain 21. So to make a chain, you want to yarn over and pull through. That's 1, yarn over and pull through, 2, 3, and we're going to continue like this until we have a total of 21 chains. Okay, here we are, we have a total of 21 chains, and now we're going to start working in the 5th stitch. So you want to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th stitch we're going to make our first double crochet. So you want to yarn over, insert your hook in the 5th stitch, yarn over and pull through. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. You're left with 2, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. This is a double crochet, and go ahead and chain 1, yarn over. You're going to skip 1 chain, and into the next chain you're going to make a double crochet. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 chain, into the next chain, make a double crochet. Chain 1, yarn over, skip 1 chain, and into the next chain you're going to make 1 double crochet. Chain 1, and this is what our work looks like, and you're going to repeat this sequence all through, and I'll make sure that in this last chain here, okay, so keep on working. Yarn over, and when we get to this last chain we're going to make our last double crochet, and this is how we complete a row number 1. We're going to begin the next row. You want to turn your work, and in this first stitch insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. this is a single crochet. I'm going to make one more. So we have 2 loops. We have 2 loops, 1 and 2. Come in that first loop just like this inside your hook, and yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook again, yarn over and pull out 2 loops. This is going to represent our first stitch. Now you're going to chain 1. I'm going to repeat our pattern, yarn over, and instead of working in the chain 1 space, you're going to work in on the stitch. So inside your hook on that stitch, yarn over and make a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, working on the stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, working on the stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1. And this is how your work should look like from row number 2. You're going to repeat this sequence and I'll meet you in this last stitch here. Okay, and when we get into this last stitch here, remember in the beginning we skipped 4 stitches, right? So you're going to count 1, 2, and into the 3rd stitch we're going to make a double crochet there. So inside your hook, yarn over, and come in that 3rd stitch. Here we have it up here. Come there, inside your hook, yarn over, and make a double crochet. And now to begin the next row, you're just going to turn your work. This is just going to be a repeat row, so very easy pattern. And you're always going to start the same way. Come in that 1st stitch and inside your hook, make a single crochet in that 1st loop inside your hook, yarn over, pull through. You have 2 loops, make another single crochet. You see, it helps our work to be very straight, and chain 1, yarn over on that stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over on the stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over on the stitch, you make a double crochet, and chain 1. And this is a pattern. And you're going to repeat this sequence all through, and I'll meet you at the end here. Okay, you must always remember chain 1. Now we're going to work this last stitch. You're going to yarn over, you set your hook on the stitch, yarn over, pull through, pull out your loops. I'm going to pause here. And now for the person that want to change color, this is how we're going to do it. So we have the 2 stitches left, right? You're going to bring that yarn behind, just bring it like this, and now you're going to introduce your 2nd color. Just bring it from behind like this. Now yarn over, and technically you're going to close this row with the 2nd color, and this is what we have. And you're going to go ahead and chain 1, okay, and try to pull that tail behind. And now we can fasten up this here. And we're going to just turn our work, and we're going to repeat our pattern. Now you're going to come back in that same stage, and we're always going to begin the same way. You make your single crochet, and come in that 1st loop. This yarn should be very thin. I'll make another single crochet, and now you're going to chain 1, and you're going to repeat your pattern. Come in the next stitch, yarn over, and make a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, double crochet, chain 1, and you're going to repeat this sequence often. Nothing complicated actually. And when you finish your work, you're just going to chain 1 and you're going to fasten off your yarn. So your work is going to look like this. Now I'm going to give you some explanations. And now we started here with 21 stitches, right? 21 stitches. These 21 stitches is the length of our dress, the total length of our dress. And I'm doing an oversized shirt. Okay, you want it to be very big, and I'm going for the oversized measurement. Okay, and I'm going to be inserting the measurement on the screen. I need to make sure that all the 3 pieces need to have the same length, 1 piece for the back and 2 identical pieces for the front. All 3 pieces must have the same length. And now for this next part of our work, this is where we get in here, and we are working now on the width of our dress. And this width of our dress, the back panel has its own measurement. I'll be inserting it on the screen, and the 2 pieces for the front have their own measurement, and their measurements must be identical. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and complete our 3 pieces, and once you're done with that, we're going to meet for the next part of our work. So keep on working. Okay, we have been working, and this is what our work looks like. This is part of the front. Okay, right now we are going to create our v-neck. Okay, so we're going to do some reductions here on the top here. We're going to start up here and going down, and the length for me, okay, the length for my reduction is going to be a total of 14 centimeters. 14 centimeters. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that spot. I'm going to insert my stitch marker here, and I'm going to mark that stitch. So I'm going to reduce until I get here, and I'll stop reducing here. Don't bother, I'm going to teach you how we're going to do the number of rows. And for the person that wants to know, from here I have a total of 25 rows. Okay, yes, 25 rows already. So now let's start our reductions. Okay, to start creating our v-neck, we're going to come here on the top of this stitch, on the first stitch, insert your hook there. Of course, if you're not changing colors, you'll not have to fasten off your yarn. So here we have our yarn, and just going to bring it inside your work like this, and you're going to bring that tail in front. Then I'm going to work with this. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1, and we're going to start our reductions here. In that same stitch, we're going to make 1 single crochet, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook, pull out 2 loops. That's a single crochet. You're going to chain 1, and into the next stitch, you're going to make a single crochet. I want to work along my tails. Chain 1, into the next, make a single crochet, chain 1, into the next, make a single crochet, chain 1. So we have reduced in 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now from the next stitch, now we're going to repeat our pattern. I'm just going to go ahead and make our double crochet, chain 1. I'm going to repeat back our double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and chain 1. Okay, so this is what we have. You get to, so you're going to repeat this process. You go down, and once you come down here, remember here we do the stitches, you walk here and you come back up here, and I'll meet you up here where we have 5 stitches left. Okay, where we have 5 stitches left. So keep on working. Okay, here we are at this other end here. We have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that 5 stitches. Now we're going to begin the next row of decrease. So you're going to come on that 5th stitch, come on the 5th stitch, insert your hook and make a single crochet on that 5th stitch. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to turn your work. Okay, and now we're going to do a decrease of 4, just as we did here. All right, so start here and make the first decrease. This is number 1, chain 1, number 2, chain 1, number 3, chain 1, and number 4, single crochet and chain 1. And now into the next stitch, go ahead and make a double crochet, chain 1, into the next stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1, and we're going to repeat our double crochet row. Now you can see that we are reducing 4, 5, 4, and the next row we're going to reduce 5. Okay, so you're going to repeat this sequence. You go down and come back up here, and I'll meet you up here to show how you're going to do the decrease. Okay, so keep on working. Here we are again, and we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to repeat what we did up here. So we are going to come in this 5th stitch and repeat what we did in the previous row. We're going to make a single crochet and chain 1 and turn your work, and here we're going to reduce in a total of 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So into the next stitch we're going to make a single crochet, chain 1, this into the second, make a single crochet, chain 1, into the third, make a single crochet, chain 1. And here we get here, we have the stitch marker. You must always remember to move your stitch marker forward. Okay, and this is my 4th and my last decrease, and I'll just come here and make a single crochet, chain 1, and into the next stitch I'm going to make a double crochet, and into the next stitch make a double crochet, a double crochet, chain 1, and we're just going to repeat that sequence, and this is going to be my last row. So you're just going to go ahead and repeat this sequence. So you can see we are reducing 4, 5, 4, 5, and I did a reduction for a total of 7 times reductions, and of course this is measuring 14 centimeters. So you just go ahead and repeat this, and we're going to meet to continue our work. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, we have completed, and this is how this part looks like. It's like now we're going to give some beautiful definition here, some lining here, and on this side we're going to create our buttonholes. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and, so in that same stitch you're just going to turn your work, and we're going to start, and that first stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook, and yarn over, pull through. We have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and pull off 3 loops. That's a half double crochet, and then into the next stitch you're going to make a half double crochet, and then into the next stitch you're going to make a half double crochet. Okay, and when you come to this chain 1 space, make 1 half double crochet there, yarn over on the stitch, make a half double crochet there, yarn over, and when we get here in this chain 1 space, you're going to make a half double crochet. This is how it's going to look like. So you're going to repeat making half double crochet, and I'll meet you here where we did a reduction to show how you get to all the space. So keep on working. Okay, when we work and we get here, this is what we're going to do. We're just going to consider those stitches as normal stitches. So yarn over, come here in that chain 1 space and make a half double crochet, yarn over on that single crochet, just go ahead and make a half double crochet. Now I want you to mark the space. You see where we stopped doing our decreases, right? That is where you're going to start doing your first buttonhole. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, and we're going to do the last top here. Good. And now once we end this first row, we're going to start the second row, and for this second row we're going to start creating our buttonholes. Okay, so you want to go back in that same stitch and make your first half double crochet. Yeah, now we're into the next stitch. I'm going to make half double crochet. I'm going to go ahead, I'll make a total of 18 double crochets, and once I have 18 double crochets, I'll meet you there. I'm going to create a buttonhole, so keep on working. Okay, yeah, I have a total of 18. I've just completed 18 double crochet. We're going to create our second buttonhole, repeating the same exact procedure. So chain 2, 1 and 2. I'm going to skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into the third, go ahead and make a half double crochet. And this is 1 and 2, and I'm going to repeat this until when I have a total of 18 half double crochet. I'll create my next buttonhole, and I'm just going to repeat this sequence all through, and I'll meet at the end of this row to show you the next row. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, this is what we have been up to so far. Now we're going to begin our last row, so you just go ahead and turn your work, and in that first stitch here we're going to work in single crochets. Okay, so come back in that first stitch. I'm going to make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch you make a single crochet, and then into the next stitch you make a single crochet, I'm going to repeat making the single crochets, and I'll meet you here in this chain 2 space. Okay, so keep on working. Okay, here we go. And once you get here in this chain 2 space here, we're going to go ahead and make 2 single crochet there, 1 and 2, and come in the next stitch and you're just going to make 1 single crochet. Into the next stitch you make 1 single crochet, into the next stitch you make 1 single crochet, and you're going to repeat this. When you get here, when you do the chain 2, you're going to make your single crochet, and you're going to repeat this, and that'll be that for this part. Okay, here we have completed the back panel, and you can see it's really very big, and as I said earlier, this is an extra size, so this way that's what it kind of looks like. And yes, for the front, and this is here we have the 2 pieces for the front. So this is where we are going to put our buttons. So this is where we're going to put our buttons, and this we're going to, and then we have created this where we created our buttonholes. Yeah, so remember here we did a total of 2 rows of half double crochet and 1 row of single crochet. That's the same thing, exact thing I did on this other side. Alright, so on this other side also I did a total of 2 rows of half double crochet and 1 row of single crochet. And for the person I want to know, I did behind here a total of 64 rows. I did a total of 64 rows, and for each of this panel I did 30 rows and 30 rows I did 30 rows, yes, 30 rows, and these other extra stitches that we did, I just completed the 34 we did behind. Just was the person I want to know the number of rows. Of course, I'm expecting a measurement. I've already given us a measurement, okay? And for the next part of the row, we're going to go ahead and shape our sleeve, and I'll be keeping a total of 18 centimeters. So go ahead and set your stitch marker. Make sure you're taking beneath also, and you mark the stitch. Now we are going to start sewing. So we're going to sew from bottom, and we'll end here where we have the stitch marker, and we'll allow this, keep the spaces. This is going to be our opening for our sleeves. Let's mark this. Let's put in, and we're going to come here and sew also. So we're going to sew from here to here, and yeah, so let's start sewing. Okay, right now we're going to start sewing, and you really want to make sure that your stitches align together perfectly well. And I'll be showing you my tapestry needle when I had to insert my thread in it. So just come this way. Then you're going to take the stitch, and we're going to be sewing in the stitches inside. Just bring it this way like this. and pull it. And just allow this tail. We're going to weave this at the end. So we're going to sew in those loops. You can see those inside loops here, those inside loops here. That's what we're going to be sewing. So you come this way and come this way. I want to pull that tail. The stitches need to align together perfectly well. And when you get to that chain one space, you can see there's a chain one space here. There's a chain one space here. Just go in that first loop. Come this way also. There's a chain one space and sew it. The most important thing here is always adjust your stitches. You can see this is, when we get here, we have the chain one space. Just go there. So this is just how we're going to be doing this up through. So this is just how we're going to be sewing this dress. And this is going to look like from this part. And when you turn it inside, this is going to be a right side. Okay. Now just pull it a little. And when turning the side, this is what we're going to have from inside. It's going to look like this. Okay, so you need to choose. I'm going to turn my work. This is going to be my right side, and yeah. So either way is up to you to choose. So we're just going to go ahead and repeat this sequence. We're going to sew and sew, and when we get here, we have the stitch marker, we're going to stop sewing here because this is going to be an opening for our sleeve. And when we get here on the shoulder part here, we're also going to just sew and we stop here. Okay, so keep on working. And don't forget, before you need to secure this tail very well. Okay, secure it very well. And before fastening up this here, you need to secure it very well. I have the full tutorial on my channel how to hide in your ends in case you feel some difficulties here. So go ahead. Okay, here we are sewing the shoulder. So I just thought of showing you how to do this. So this how I'm doing it. You just come up right the stitches just like this and sew it. So you just come up like this. Just come up, take this. Can take these 2 stitches. Come and take these 2 stitches up and sew it. Now we need to sew all through. Okay, so you need to sew. So it's really hard. and by the time we chain it, this is how it's going to look like on the side. So we'll finish here. So see, you sew right to the top here, sew right to the very top, and all it's going to allow you to do, just going to go ahead and secure your yarn. And of course, you're going to sew like this exactly on the other side. Once you're done with this, we're going to turn our work and we're going to create our sleeves. So I'm working here. This is going to be my wrong side, so I'm going to turn my work and we are going to start working on our sleeve. Okay, right now we are going to start working on our sleeves. So you're just going to come here on that first stitch, insert your hook there, set your hook on that stitch, and you want to go ahead and attach your yarn. So we have our yarn like this, and I'm going to bring it inside. I'm going to go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2 and 3. This chain 3 represents our first double crochet, and go ahead and chain +1, and this +1 represents the chain 1 space. I'm going to come in the next stitch and I'm going to repeat a pattern, make a double crochet there, chain 1, yarn over, into the next stitch, make a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, into the next stitch, make a double crochet. And when you work and get here, while you do the joining, you need to go ahead, make a double crochet on that stitch, chain 1, yarn over, come on this other stitch, make a double crochet there, chain 1, and you're just going to continue the pattern. Now once you work and get here, you have to make your last double crochet and you chain 1, and since we chain 4 in the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're going to come we're going to come in that third chain and make a slip stitch. And this is how it's going to look like. So here we have the chain 1 space, and now we're going to turn our work. We must always turn our work so we're going to have the same effect as the body. So turn your work each time before you start the next row. Turn your work, and here we're going to begin row number 2. You're always going to start the same way. You're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and we know already that the chain 4 stands for 1 double crochet and the chain 1 space, and you're going to yarn over, and into the next stitch you're going to repeat your pattern, a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, into the next stitch, a double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, into the next stitch, make a double crochet and chain 1. And this is everything we're going to make on this sleeve. We're going to repeat this until we have our desired length. Okay, so just keep on working. Okay, we have been working on our sleeves, and this is what we have so far. The length gives us 23 centimeters. Okay, and I've done a total of 25 rows so far, 25 rows. Now I want us to make something like this as you see on these other sleeves. So it's very easy, nothing complicated. I just think it's too wide. Yeah, even if you like it like that, you can just allow it. Okay, it's beautiful though. Then let's just try something new and see what it gives. So you're just going to come in that last stitch. So you come in that last stitch and you're going to chain 1, and in that space we're going to work it in between the stitches. So come in that space and you're going to make it the half double crochet. Skip this, and we're going to work in just in the chain 1 spaces. Okay, so we're doing a kind of reduction here. Don't work on the stitch, yarn over, come in the chain 1 space and make it half double crochet, yarn over, come in the chain one space and make a half double crochet. So you're working just in the chain one spaces, you're making one half double crochet, and so you're going to repeat this all through, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so keep on working. I'm going to get to this last stitch here. I'll get to this last stitch here. We're going to make a slip stitch. I'm going to start the next row, chain one, yarn over, and we're going to repeat the same thing, making a half double crochet, make a half double crochet, yarn over, and as you can see, I'm not chaining my work, so I'll just do this on the right side. So we're going to repeat this and I'll reach at the end here. And now we're going to begin the third row, and this last row we're going to make it single crochet. So once a single crochet all through, single crochet all through, single crochet all through. So you're going to repeat this, and I'll meet you to tell you the to give you the final measurement. Okay, at the end of the row, first in make a slip stitch, chain one, and fasten off. And now if you don't want a longer sleeve, I have a full tutorial on my channel where I do a shorter sleeve, and I'll insert the image of that tutorial up here, and the link to the tutorial in the comment section in the description box below. And it gives us now a total of 24 centimeters. So this added us 1 more centimeter, and that's that. We are done with the sleeve. And of course you're going to respect the same exact procedure for the second sleeve, right? Okay, right now this is how our color looks like. Now we're going to work on it. So you want to measure, you're going to measure around 11 centimeters. Okay, from here to here you measure 11 centimeters, and when you have the 11 centimeters, go ahead and insert your stitch marker. Okay, you're going to have something like this. Go ahead and insert your stitch marker, and you're going to count the number of stitches, and you're going to have exact number of stitches on this other side. 24, 25, 26. We have 26 stitches on this other side. So we're going to insert a stitch marker. So both here we have 26 stitches. So let's start working here. So we're going to take off a stitch marker. Insert your hook where you took off the stitch marker, and bring in your yarn. And here we're going to work in half double crochet, exactly what we did here. So you want to chain one, same stitch, you're going to make one more half double crochet. You're going to make one half double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch you make one half double crochet, yarn over, into the next stitch, make one half double crochet. So when we get here in the stitches here, we're going to be making 2 half double crochets in there. Okay, so yarn over, come here and make 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2, yarn over, and here make 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2, yarn over, come here and make 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2 and 2. You're just going to repeat this all through. You're going to repeat this, and when you come here you're going to make your half double crochet, and here where you have the stitch marker, and I'll meet you here. Okay, so keep on working. When you get here, take off the stitch marker, make 1 half double crochet there. I've completed the first row. Now we're going to start the next row. You want to just turn your work, and from here we're going to be doing some increases. Okay, so we're going to make 2 half double crochet here, and over and make the first. Just make 2 half double crochet, make 1 in the next, just 1 in the next, you're going to repeat making 1 half double crochet, and I'll meet you at this other end here. Okay, now we'll come here in this last stitch here. We're going to make 2 half double crochet in that last stitch. So the first, and make the second, we're going to start the third row. Turn your work and chain one, just chain one, and in that same stitch we're going to be repeating the sequence. You're going to go ahead and make 2 half double crochet, 1 and 2, and then into the next stitch you make 1 half double crochet, and then into the next stitch you make 1 half double crochet. So this is going to be a repeat row all through this collar neck. You're going to make 1 half double crochet, and once you get here at the end here, you make 2 half double crochet in that last stitch. Now the wider, the more you do double crochets here, the wider your collar will be at the bottom end here. So this would depend on you. Okay, and for a collar, we did a total of 7 centimeters. Yep. And in here we did a total of 12 rows. Now you can see that when I insert my stitch marker, let me explain you why the stitch marker. You remember in the beginning we're doing 2 half double crochet in the beginning and 2 half double crochet at the end of the row, right? Now I repeated that process until where we have the stitch marker, and I stopped. So I did an increases in the beginning and the end for a total of 6 rows. 1 2 3 4 5 6 rows. And now the remaining 5 rows up here, I did just a half double crochet, no increases. So that's just what I did. So we have here 5 rows, we have 6 rows, and this foundation row, the first row here. So we have a total of 12 rows here. And here we go. Here we have the final product. I like this. This is so beautiful. And I went ahead to insert my buttons. Now if you don't know how to sew in your buttons, I have a full tutorial on my channel, right, where I'll teach you how to make that, and I'll be leaving the link in the description box below, and I'll be setting the image of it on the screen here. And this is what we have so far. Thank you so very much for working with me. Let me show you. And as I said, this is an oversized shirt. So if you want the normal size, here we have it. This is the small size. So you can see that this is a size, this is the same measurement, this is the same size for this. The only difference is that this is oversized. I mean, this is so beautiful, freaking amazing. Yep, I have a full tutorial of this shirt on my YouTube channel, ZOE CROCHETR. I'll be leaving the link to this tutorial in the comment section in the description box below, so do want to check this out. And here we go. Here we have the main shirt. You can see it's really very big. This is an extra large size for the man, and I mean, this is beautiful. I also have the full tutorial of this men's shirt on my YouTube channel, ZOE CROCHETR. You can see the image on the screen now, and I'll be leaving the full tutorial to this in the description box below, so do want to check this out. You can do this for your husband, for your fiance, for your children, and you can also do it on sale. Yeah, so you can see we are really working here. Okay, and as I said, this is an order from my client, is a recreation. So here we have the pants. My goodness, can you see it? I love one of the best parts. I love this pants. You can see this, the crotch area, so well defined. Like, man, it's so well defined. Can you see? And here we have the waist. Very simple, nothing funny going on here. We just did some front post and back post double crochet here, and we have long band here, and yeah, and the poncho is an oversized. You see right? So do want to check this on my YouTube channel, ZOE CROCHETR. And I want to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you so very much for liking and sharing my tutorials. I see my tutorials being watched on WhatsApp and Facebook. Great thanks to you, and I'm so grateful. And I want to say a big thank you to all of my members. Thank you so very much for supporting our channel. God bless you. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, do want to subscribe. And each time you subscribe, always turn on the notification button to always be the first person to see, like, and share my tutorials. And if you're a stay-at-home mom like me, I encourage you, please work from home, and I pray God bless the work of your hands. I'll meet you in the next tutorial. Write in the comment section below what you want to work on next time. I do read your comments and I make time to answer them. And I'll meet you in the next tutorial. God bless you, God keep you, and prosper the work of your hands. Shalom. And this is actually the recolor of this dress. So, like, see what is down there? This is a recolor. My papa they alive, oh, me and it. I no go worry for my